Well, John, 4 goals, 3 points. I know you'll be disappointed to concede that one at the end, but what's your overall take on today?
I think delighted with the result, delighted with the performance in the first half, especially. I thought we were excellent in the first half and thoroughly deserved our lead. My only criticism at half time is that we weren't up by more. Take the penalty out of it, I still thought we created loads of chances to put the game to bed, and then, to be honest, really happy with the way that we responded after going down to 10 men to get those 2 goals. It just made it slightly less worrying towards the back end of the game. Disappointed with the goal, obviously, but I think when you come away with a 4-1 victory at home with 10 men, we can't complain about too much.
Yeah, one of the main talking points was the red card. How did you see it from your point of view?
It didn't look like a red card to me. I've got to have a proper look at it. We're looking at things on phones and from the wide angle that we've got over the far side there. I guess my take on it was that I wasn't sure which way the foul was going to be given at first, and so that probably tells you what I thought of it. Tom's taken a fair whack to the ankle as well, so I thought it was just a good tackle, and we'll see where we go with it from there.
His performance on the whole, how pleased were you with him up to that point?
Really pleased. I thought he looked very comfortable on the ball and calm and controlled, and to be honest, he'd obviously come and slotted in to one of our better performances of the season, so he was a big part of that, and I thought everybody had played really well up until that point. So yeah, really pleasing debut in some ways, and obviously disappointing in others.
You made 3 other changes alongside him. What was the thinking there?
So I thought obviously Callum did really well the other night, coming on, showed a huge amount of energy, got a goal again tonight, and the most important thing I thought with Callum was how much energy he did bring to the side, and he runs in behind, he makes things happen, every reason that we signed him. The other change, Tom Lowry coming in for Joe Morrell, that was a straight swap in terms of the injury there, and you'll have to remind me of the others.
I think Terry dropped out.
Terry's dropped out. He's struggling with his shoulder, and Joe Rafferty has been back, and he's been at it, and he's trained well this week. So Joe slotted in. He's obviously played a huge amount of games at right back for us this year, so it was great to have him back and fit.
How important was that fast start? Is that something you pinpointed ahead of the game?
Yeah, I thought we started okay against Leyton Orient, but it wasn't quite good enough. And then just talking about that because it's our last home game, and then we just sort of drifted away from there. So I think a fast start at home is important to get the crowd on side, to get us going, to make sure that we are switched on. And that's the way we've got to play it, away from home and at home as well. If we can get momentum going into the second half, then I think we're in a really good spot when we play at home. So the fast start's really important, and then we've got to back it up with another good spell of football.
That response after going down to 10 men, what do you put that down to?
I think it goes a long way to show where the group's at the moment. I think there was a lot of, I suppose, adversity in the game. The disappointment of not going in 3-0 at half time, the disappointment of losing Tom and thinking we've got a tough 35 minutes or however long it was from that point to make sure we get ourselves through it. So I think a huge amount of character in that dressing room. It was really nice to have the fresh legs come into the side as well, which made a difference. I think if you saw on the break there for the 3rd goal, it's Callum with a load of energy. Paddy being able to break and get his 2nd goal was great as well. And we've got that option now. It was really nice to have the option to rest Abu like we did today. He's been one of our better performers over the past 6 to 8 weeks, but I thought he just looked a bit tired over the past couple of games. So to be able to do that and to bring in players with such quality and behind him is great.
Now, Fratton Park was absolutely bouncing at points today. How much did the supporters help with today's victory?
Yeah, a huge amount. Again, I think we've got to show that we mean business from certain points in the game, which we did from the start, and I think that helps. Throughout the first half, I think the fans who'd seen what we'd served up to them a few weeks ago at home to Orient were happy, obviously, with the response. And then, we needed them massively going into the second half, especially when we went down to 10 men. It was a big part of, I think, why we got through the game.
Just finally, Joe Morrell, is there any update on him?
No, he had a scan late last night, so no results yet. So I'll double back with Steve and see where we are. But deliberately, Steve's kept that away from me for today because there's no need to, I suppose, mix things with the game.